Did you know that millions of Chinese elders practice Tai Chi daily and report dramatically lower rates of joint pain than their Western peers? While Americans are spending thousands on gym memberships and physical therapy, 70 and 80-year-olds in Beijing are bending, twisting, and moving pain-free, casually outliving everyone else on the planet. But here's what shocked researchers from Johns Hopkins when they studied these Chinese communities for 10 years straight. It wasn't their diet alone. It wasn't genetics. The secret was 5 ancient Tai Chi movements practiced every single morning in parks across China. These aren't exercises. They're movements so simple that Western doctors dismissed them as ineffective until joint scans revealed something remarkable. Chinese elders practicing these movements showed 60% less cartilage breakdown, 47% less inflammation, and balance matching people 25 years younger. You're about to discover these exact 5 movements, starting with the simplest and building to the most powerful. But I have to warn you about number 1. It reduced arthritis pain by 73% in a Harvard study of 8,000 seniors. Yet 99% of Americans have never tried it. It takes just 2 minutes, requires 0 equipment, and neuroscientists found it activates more areas of your brain at once than any other movement, while targeting every major joint in your body. Before we begin, tell us your age and where you're watching from in the comments. We're reading and replying to every single one, so drop your comments below. Now, without any further ado, let's start with number 5. And don't let its position fool you. This is the foundation every Chinese elder builds their day on. Number 5. The Temple Bell Swing, Zhuanyao. Let's start with something that seems almost too simple to matter. Yet Chinese elders treat it like sacred medicine. Zhuanyao isn't just twisting. It's intentional, mindful rotation at about half the speed you'd normally move. Chinese seniors typically do this for 5 to 10 minutes every morning, often before breakfast. The key difference from Western torso twists is the integration. Your ankles, knees, hips, spine, and shoulders all move together in one smooth rhythm. This creates coordination that synchronizes your joints and nervous system in ways that isolated stretching simply cannot achieve. A 2024 study from Harvard Medical School tracked 1,600 Chinese adults over 60 for 12 weeks. Those practicing daily showed 52% improvement in knee stability and 41% reduction in hip stiffness compared to the control group. Their walking speed increased significantly. But here's where it gets fascinating. The slow rotation distributes pressure evenly across your spine and hips, allowing natural lubricant to move into areas that rarely get stimulated during normal walking. This joint bathing effect hydrates your spine from the inside. A study from Shanghai University of Sport found that older adults performing Zhuanyao increased hip rotation strength by 33% and reduced lower back pain by 48% in just 8 weeks. Western seniors who adopted Zhuanyao for just 8 weeks reported feeling decades younger in their hips and spine. To practice Zhuanyao properly, stand with your feet hip-width apart. Let your arms hang naturally at your sides. Rotate your waist gently from side to side. Your arms swing naturally with the motion, like a pendulum. Your hips stay in place while your upper body rotates. Move slowly. One full side-to-side rotation should take about 4 seconds. Keep your eyes focused forward, not following the rotation. Morning practice works best because your spine is naturally stiffer after sleep, making the mobility benefits more pronounced. Avoid rushing the movement. Bonus tip: try this outside and barefoot if you can. Research shows that standing on natural ground increases foot sensory feedback, which can improve stability and elevate mood. Now we move to a practice that rebuilds your body from the ground up. Number 4. Cloud Hands, Yunshou. Every morning around sunrise, a soft Tai Chi melody plays across parks in Beijing and Shanghai. It's the unspoken signal for cloud hands, a flowing Tai Chi pattern practiced by millions of Chinese elders for generations. But don't let the gentle movements fool you. This is nothing like Western arm circles or shoulder stretches. Cloud hands is a smooth sequence of coordinated arm rotations and controlled weight shifting performed in one continuous rhythm. No stopping, no straining, just gentle motion that keeps the shoulders, spine, wrists, and hips moving freely. Each part of your body works together during every cycle. Researchers from the Shanghai University of Sport studied 1,200 adults over 60 who practiced cloud hands daily versus those who didn't. Daily practitioners had 47% less shoulder pain, 38% better wrist mobility, and maintained full overhead reach well into their late 80s. The science behind why this works is remarkable. The circular arm motion sends a wave through the connective tissue that links your fingertips to your spine. This wave increases synovial fluid, your joint's natural lubricant, across multiple areas at once. This fluid is like oil for your body's hinges. Without it, joints stiffen, especially first thing in the morning. The sequence begins with one hand at chest height and the other near the belly. Shift your weight to your left leg as your right hand sweeps across your body and your left hand circles up. Then shift to your right leg as the hands exchange positions. One full cycle should take about 4 seconds. To get the most benefit, move slowly. Keep your wrists relaxed, shoulders low, and elbows slightly rounded. Morning practice is ideal when joints are naturally stiff and more responsive to movement. Practicing outdoors is even better. Different surfaces activate different stabilizing muscles. The movement should feel smooth and easy, like your arms are gliding through warm air. Time to explore the movement that protects your brain as much as your body. Number 3. The Golden Rooster Stance, Jin Ji Du Li. This might sound surprising, but Chinese physicians often recommend single-leg standing the same way Western doctors prescribe medication. Many clinics encourage adults over 60 to practice it daily because the research behind it is so strong. A major study from Beijing Sport University tracked 12,000 adults over 60 for 10 years. Those who practiced daily single-leg balance had 68% fewer falls, 55% fewer hip fractures, and brain scans showed stronger activation in the motor cortex and cerebellum, areas essential for coordination and balance. When you stand on one leg, your body makes hundreds of micro-adjustments every minute. These adjustments strengthen the stabilizing muscles of the ankle, knee, and hip. Your proprioceptors, the sensors that tell your brain where your body is, become more responsive. Your vestibular system sharpens. Your visual processing becomes faster as your brain learns to integrate all 3 systems at the same time. This is one reason the Golden Rooster Stance is considered a brain-body coordination drill in many Tai Chi schools. The standard protocol starts simple. Stand near a wall or sturdy chair for safety. Lift one foot just an inch off the ground. Focus your eyes on a fixed point straight ahead and breathe normally. Hold for 10 seconds, then switch sides. As you improve, close your eyes for added challenge. This removes visual input and forces the brain to rely on your proprioceptive and vestibular systems. Many Chinese elders do this while brushing their teeth, giving them 2 minutes of balance training without needing extra time. Advanced variations include slowly turning your head, raising your arms overhead, or making small circles with the lifted foot. Each variation activates different coordination pathways and strengthens neural connections. When the basic stance becomes easy, try standing on a folded towel to introduce gentle instability. Now prepare yourself for a movement that seems almost magical in its effects. Number 2. The Dragon Spine Roll, Jiju Bodong. Here's something that will blow your mind about Chinese longevity. The average Tai Chi practitioner over 65 performs small spinal wave movements dozens of times per day, bending, reaching, and transitioning through daily life. Each wave activates the full length of the spine in a way no modern exercise machine can replicate. The Guangzhou Institute of Orthopedics studied 9,200 seniors and found that those who practiced daily spinal wave movements had 63% less lower back pain, 42% greater spinal flexibility, and could bend, twist, and stand upright well into their late 80s and 90s. But here's the remarkable part. Their cognitive test scores were 12 to 18% higher. Researchers discovered that coordinating a wave from the pelvis to the neck activates the prefrontal cortex and motor planning networks in the brain. It requires balance control, timing, and sequencing, essentially a full brain workout disguised as a gentle movement. The traditional method begins standing with your feet together and knees slightly soft. You gently tuck the pelvis and allow a small wave to rise through the lower back, travel up through the midspine, and finish through the upper back and neck. To reverse the wave, the chin tucks slightly and the motion travels downward until the pelvis returns to neutral. The entire movement stays slow, smooth, and continuous. It sounds simple, but requires coordination. To learn it safely, stand with your back against a wall and slowly peel one vertebra at a time away from it. Over time, reduce your contact with the wall until the wave can be performed freely in open space. Practice on soft carpet or grass when possible. The frequency matters far more than depth. Even 5 to 10 waves twice a day create measurable improvements. Chinese elders don't view this as exercise. It's simply how they keep the spine flexible and resilient throughout life. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The king of all movements. Number 1. The silk reeling stand, Qi Shi. This is it. The movement that changed what researchers understood about Tai Chi and aging. It looks simple, requiring no more than a quiet standing posture. Yet Chinese elders over 70 and 80 credit this practice more than any other for maintaining joint strength, balance, and whole body stability. You stand with your feet planted, arms relaxed in front of the body, and create subtle internal spirals that activate stabilizing muscles throughout the legs, hips, spine, and core. But calling this standing is misleading. This movement recruits muscle fibers and connective tissue patterns that traditional exercises rarely reach. When researchers at the Shanghai Institute of Traditional Medicine placed motion sensors and EMG electrodes on older Tai Chi practitioners, they found activity in deep spinal stabilizers, pelvic floor muscles, and ankle stabilizers that typically weaken with age. Seniors practicing silk reeling stand for just 2 minutes daily showed higher postural control scores and stronger neural activation in balance-related brain regions. A long-term study from the University of Hong Kong followed 8,100 adults for 12 years. Those who practiced silk reeling stand daily had significantly lower rates of joint degeneration, stronger grip strength, and maintained mobility levels similar to individuals 10 to 15 years younger. The technique begins with feet slightly wider than hip width and knees relaxed. The arms float in front of the lower abdomen. A gentle outward tension is maintained through the hands, while small controlled spirals move through the ankles, hips, and spine. Breathing remains steady throughout. Inhale during the expansion of the spirals. Exhale during the release. Beginners start with 20 to 30 seconds. Over time, they build up to 1 to 2 minutes. Chinese elders often practice this before beginning their Tai Chi routine, or during moments of stillness throughout the day. At the end, the breakthrough in understanding healthy aging doesn't come from new technology or intense workouts. It comes from recognizing the value of simple, natural movements that Chinese elders have practiced for generations. These 5 Tai Chi movements aren't workouts. They are a complete system for maintaining the body's essential functions throughout life. They support joint mobility, balance, coordination, flexibility, and neural health. They require no equipment, no special clothing, and no long exercise sessions. They integrate into daily life and become effortless habits. The research is clear. People who maintain these movement patterns age differently from those who don't. They stay independent longer. They maintain better cognitive function. They move with confidence. And they experience their later years with more freedom and comfort. The choice is yours. You can follow Western exercise models that treat aging as something to fight. Or you can adopt these simple Tai Chi practices that treat aging as a natural process to navigate with skill. Chinese elders have shown the way. Modern science has confirmed it. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these movements do you feel would help you the most right now? And why? Have you ever tried one of these Chinese habits before? And did you notice a difference in your strength or balance? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.